Yes, folks, it's Tales from the Jails with John G. Sutton. Thank you very much for watching. Do please like and subscribe. It helps. Just click the like button. You're surprised how much benefit it brings to this channel, and it really helps. So anyway, I want to talk today about problems within the police and the prison system, mainly through the inappropriate behaviour of staff. Now, of course, we've seen it in the news, been bombarded with this, with the police officer at Manchester Airport that kicked that man in the head. Now, it's inexcusable, really, to kick somebody when they're down. I mean, I've had hundreds of battles, dealt with hundreds of recalcitrant, violent inmates, and I'd never think of kicking one in the head, never. I mean, maybe I'm old-fashioned, I don't know, but the way I did it was, if you're down, stay down. If you want some more, here it goes, boys. But of course, what's happening now is all bets are off. I mean, what they're doing here. I mean, people are carrying knives these days. It was unheard of. Well, I only been attacked twice by people wielding knives. I was attacked on the street once. It would be about 1967, just before I joined the army, and this guy had a flick knife, and I don't know what the argument was about, meaningless really, but whatever the argument was about, he pulled this thing out of his pocket, flicked the flick knife, and came running at me. Well, right behind me was a brick wall, so I waited till the last second, jumped to the side and smashed his head into the wall. He fell to the floor. His flick knife went all over the place, God knows where it went, and he jumped up. Took him a minute or two to get up, and he said, I can't see, what have you hit me with? I said, I haven't hit you at all, mate. You just run into the wall head first, because he was so intent on sticking the knife in me that he completely ignored the fact that there was a bloody brick wall behind me. Anyway, so that was one time I was attacked with a knife. But I mean, there isn't any standard defence for that. I mean, a lot of people are getting seriously hurt. But I mean, I was in the military and all that, and trained with the parachute regiment, and they taught you pretty well how to defend yourself. In the military, in the paras, you had to do a thing called milling. Don't know if you've heard about that. It's part of P Company, which is the process by which you pass through to training for the parachute regiment. And milling involves you putting on boxing gloves, and you're faced off with anybody who they send in, and you've got to spend at least 1 minute giving it all you've got. Well, the problem was that they matched people off by height. I ain't very tall, 5'7", 5'8", and the guy, I weighed about 11 stone, and the guy who was my height weighed about 9 stone, 10 stone. So he said, oh, we can't have that, So I said, well, I'll tell you what, why don't you get me that big bugger over there, the military policeman. There was a big military policeman on there. I didn't like him, So they said, well, ask it. So they, oh yeah, not a problem, big fella, Took me about 10 seconds to beat him into insensibility. And I hit him that hard, right on the side of the head, boom, yeah, like that. And you see, there's a way to hit people. You don't do that. That's what girlies do with little handbags. What you do is you throw it right from your ankles. You get boom, everything you've got straight in the snot, and down they go. So he went down, but as he went down, he hit his head on one of those gym, the step-up bar, wooden benches that they had in the gym. So when he got up, he was a right mess after about 10 seconds. And I said to the physical training instructor that was running it, I said, you could mark me 10 out of 10 for that. But he didn't look interested in that, didn't look too happy about that. Anyway, the problem we've got with the police, kicking somebody in the head, that's just lost the plot. He's seen the red mist and gone for it. I believe that there was big trouble on there. And of course, what have we got now? We've got a lawyer called Yakub. His name is Yakub, and he is stepped in and volunteered his services to prosecute the police on behalf of the man whose head was stamped and kicked. But it reflects badly on the entire police force, of course. It's the same thing in the prisons. You get the odd prison officer who will just administer that little bit too much punishment, and it doesn't work that. I mean, the idea is to restrain using the appropriate amount of force. You don't necessarily hit people or punch them. I didn't do that. You get hold of them, you put them down, you handcuff them, put them in a body belt, whatever it is, and you get them into a secure location where you lock them into an empty cell minus all the clothing. So they can't hurt you, they can't hurt themselves, and they can't hurt any other inmates. But some staff these days are not doing that. So the prison staff are getting themselves a bad name, which they have had. It's historical. Everybody knows about the stories about Strangeways beatings and the block. Yeah, but we've also got problems now that we've got the hostess system, whereby the female staff in male prisons are smuggling in cell phones or alcohol or drugs, whatever it is they're doing, and they're also having inappropriate sexual relations with the inmates. Now that is not only bringing, I mean, one prison alone, HMP Berwyn, 38 members of their staff, female members of their staff, 38, one prison, 38 have been charged, arrested, and some of them have been imprisoned for malpractice in a public office. And it's a disgrace. There was a story in the press today, you can look it up. It's on there online. A detective sergeant in the police answered a call from somebody, a complaint to the police, and he said, "I'll come round and see you." So he went round, and when he went round, the woman said, she gave him his complaint. He made the note of it. He said, "How would you like to interact? Sexually interact with him?" Yeah. So she said, "I can't at the moment, but if you come back next Wednesday, then I'm definitely going to be up for that." Then she phoned Y department, which is the complaints department of the police, and they arranged to be there on the Wednesday when this detective sergeant went round. And sure enough, he went round, propositioned her, and the officers from the Y department came downstairs and arrested him, and that was the end of that. You see, behaviour like that is bringing the police and the prisons into disrepute. Did you know, let me tell you this, there are 8 chief constables currently either suspended for malpractice in a public office or have been dismissed. The Chief Constable of Northants was dismissed for fabricating his CV, his curriculum vitae, in which he claimed to have been a Lieutenant Commander in the Royal Navy, which he wasn't. He was an able seaman. He also claimed to have been a veteran of the Falklands War, which he wasn't, and he was wearing medals on his uniform that indicated he had been involved in that military conflict, which he couldn't possibly have because he would have been 10 years old at the time. These things are not helping the image that the public have of the police. Also, there'll be people out there who are watching this who have made complaints to the police, and they say, "We haven't got anybody to come round, but we'll give you a crime number." A crime number. Somebody's just broken into my house, stolen my laptop, stolen my watches, and you're going to give me a crime number? Well, you see, the reason that you get a crime number is because you can't claim against your insurance unless you've got a crime number. So you have to report it. Anyway, all in all, it's a bloody disgrace at the moment. I absolutely believe, what with the prison overcrowding, and now we've got the supermarket manager in charge of the country, Keir Starmer. Anyway, it's that time of day, folks. Bring out your dead. Right, I'm going to sing to you now. You've asked for this. Yeah, seriously. Are you ready? Are you sitting comfortably? Because you bloody well won't be when I finish this. This is a song by a singer called Patsy Cline. I can't sing like Patsy Cline. In fact, some people say it ain't even singing at all. Yeah, so I'm just going to give you my interpretation of this song. It's called Crazy. If you're going to run for the hills now, Larry, grab your goat. Yeah. Paul, I've not heard from you lately. Yeah. And Kathleen, where are you? Come on, say hello. Like and subscribe. Put some comments down below. I like the comments, folks. Give them to me. Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy. Crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted, and then someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry, wondering what in the world did I do? Hey, that was lousy, wasn't it? Crazy, crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying. I'm crazy for crying. And I'm crazy for loving you. Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for crying. I'm crazy for trying. And I'm crazy for loving you. I hope you like that. Don't forget, on the 13th of August, Tuesday the 13th of August, live broadcast here. I hope you're all going to join in. Do please like and subscribe. Comments down below. Thank you very much.